I was then a lecturer at the University of Ghana, teaching psychology. And that day occurred. But before that time, lecturers in the university themselves barely had anything to eat. Right about the same time, there were the designated supermarkets where you went and they'll give you 1 tin milk, 1 battery for your torchlight, and things like that. Some of us couldn't bear the difficulties. All our survival on this earth was based on the basic needs of food and water. I remember being the first university lecturer to turn my private car into a taxi to make ends meet. It was so difficult. The roads were bad. There was a lot of adulterated food on the market. Taxis queued for miles and waited for days for fuel because of the Yentua policy. University of Ghana students had never seen even cars displayed in showrooms. They hadn't seen them before until I took them to Lagos. There was only one TV and radio station. The TV was black and white. You remember that. Things were so difficult. You see young lecturers, young men, promising professionals, walking, on the streets and making calculations as though they had mental problems. So there was the exodus. Went to Nigeria, went to Liberia, went to the Sierra Leone, went to Papua New Guinea and places like that. Leaving our institutions without teachers, leaving the public servants without staff, and more importantly, taking the motivation for Ghanaians to improve academically and professionally out of us. That was what happened at that time. Just a bit of it. I think that I should have time to itemize what really happened at that time so that ladies and gentlemen here, our younger brothers here, will know about the history that led to June 4th uprising and later 31st December. It is important. If we forget our history, we'll forget ourselves. If we forget our history, we'll always forget certain principles, certain ethics that turned the failed state of Ghana to a dynamic institution or dynamic country as we have it today. Ladies and gentlemen, I was there. Flight Lieutenant Rawlings would take his helicopter and we all move to the park in front of Aguafo Hall, or no, what do you call it, Mensasaba Park. And we gave him, hey, let the blood flow, let the blood flow. Yes, we were so angry, we wanted the blood to flow. But then at the end of it, the very people who said let the blood flow became enemies #1 to this fine gentleman who came to save this nation from total collapse. Well, it's a revolution. We are in a train. Some get out. But we get people to come on. I'm glad we are all on. We want more people to come on because we stand for good. Without the beginning of the June 4th uprising, Ghana would not be like this today. Each one of you has a mobile phone. Our telephone systems didn't work. As a lecturer, I could not communicate to town. There was only one place you could send international messages. It was located at Accra High Street. And you will be there for days and days and days before you could send a message to a relative that one of his relatives had passed away. Things were difficult. Everybody knows, but it seems that Some of you are young. The revolution, the June 4th uprising came before you were born. But you have to know the facts. You don't have to live at that time, but you have to appreciate the fact relative to what is happening today. Now today we seem to be forgetting the very principles of June 4. Probity, accountability, and truth. And the adjuncts that came with December 31st. Participation in governance, decentralization of governance, and we now all are free. We are able to participate in government. Government is virtually at our doorstep. Thanks to one man, Flight Lieutenant Dr. J.G. Rawlings. I don't want to talk much, but I just want you to start to read about what led to June 4. Some people have tried to distort the history. Those people who were abroad, those people who were not here and they pronounced our country completely failed, have now come and are ruling us and then making us forget the June 4th principles, the very foundations of our life today. Let me tell you, no government has transformed this country like what happened, like let's say the PNDC and NDC. No country. If you are moving anywhere, try to find out who built this, who built that road, who put this up here, who did this. And they will tell you it is either the PNDC or the NDC. Now, we are here. We have allowed ourselves to be deceived. We have been so monetized in our minds that we vote where we can get some money to eat for today and suffer for the rest of the 4 years. Now let us be rational. Let us choose the people we want. Let us remember that that is what June 4th uprising stands for. That is what 31st December stands for. So that we can move forward at a faster rate than we have moved so far. I thank you, my colleagues, comrades, the chief and elders, and particularly former President of the Republic of Ghana, the founder of NDC, the chairman of PNDC, Flight Lieutenant Rawlings, that the flame of June 4th is still burning. And I think all of us will promise, will revert to the principles of probity, of accountability, of responsibility and truth, in order that we leave this country better than we came to life to find it. I thank you very much. I think that a better message will be given to you when we go to the university. I thank you.